Hey, hey, welcome to lesson 54. This is a fun lesson and it's very useful. I don't know. If you hate fractions, Saxon's a great book for kind of just, making you do them over and over and you keep on doing them, you keep on doing them to the point you go, I'm sick of this. I already know how to do this. And that's perfect. Don't forget, this is how Saxon works. And this is how, by the way, everything works. You learn something new here, right? You go, you've done, oh, okay, I think I got it. Oh, yeah, I got this totally. You go, okay. We're going to keep doing it a little more, a little more, a little more to the point where you're just sick of it. That's where the muscle memory or whatever, the real learning happens as you overlearn something. It's the same reason you do your times tables. Your mom keeps, give your times tables, boy. If your mom sounds like that, there's probably something like wrong with her throat. But anyway, that's what we're going to do today is mess with these fractions. And to me, when you learn math, let's learn the fast way. Let's do stuff fast. Let's get it over with. Let's do a method that works really well and do it again. Because by the way, in a couple of years when you're doing algebra, use the same method. Let's get it over with. Let's get it done and get to the next problem, right? And go get to milking our goats and stuff, okay, right? All right. Okay, let's look at reducing fractions. Now, you can either go, oh, I'm going to go 2 times 2 times 2 is 4 times 5, that's 20. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Let's see here. That's going to be, did I do that right? 2 times 2 times 2 is, that's 8 times 5. No wonder. Can't even do my own math. 2 times 2 is 4 times, that's going to be 50, and that's 60. Okay, I can knock the zeros out, and then 4 divided, that's, I got it, 2/3. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Much easier if you want to just cancel these things, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, right? 2 divided by 2 is also 1. That doesn't do anything. But look, 5 divided by 5 is 1, right? You're just multiplying by 1s over and over and over, basically those 3 sets. Well, then there's the answer, 2/3, just like we got. So that works on anything, by the way. You ever heard of the SAT test that they take in high school? I was proctoring one of these things like 20 years ago. And there was this long fraction, like 3/5 times 7/11 times, 9, I don't know, let's say 13ths, and then times, 11 over 3 times 13 over 7, and all this. There was more of them. And it was like, reduce the fraction, that was the problem. And I saw this poor kid multiplying all the numbers all the way across this giant number. And then over this giant number, I thought, oh dear, all he had to do is go like this. Just go, oh, the 3's cancel. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Oop, the 11's cancel. Boop. There we go. Oh, the 13's cancel. Oh, the 7's cancel. Look at there. And then, oh, it's just going to be 9 over 5. There's my answer. So anyway, you can do that as much as you want. They don't have to be, by the way, right over on top of each other. They can, as long as there's a 39.8 up here and there's 39.8 down there, gone. Okay? That's it. All right. Try another one. This is a basic question they're going to ask you. And it's just something that, the type of question you get asked all the time in your life. How many are in, that's not exactly the sound it makes, but sometimes it does. How many 1/2s are in 3/4? Now, if you're a visual learner, the question is this. How many halves, this is a half, right? Of a, pie. How many of those are in 3/4? Well, this is 3/4 total, right? So how many of those are in the entire thing? You can see that there's one of them in there, and there's another half of one, right? So the answer we know is 1.5. We can look at that and visualize it. Well, at some point in the past, thousands of years ago, somebody went, oh, here's a method I came up with. All we do is this, this, and that. All this is a division problem, right? And by the way, here's another trick for you. If you're ever looking at one of these problems and you go, oh, my brain just froze, I can't remember the method or whatever, don't worry about it. Just ask yourself the same exact question that the Saxon math book is asking you. And just do it with easy numbers, like whole numbers that you think are easy and that you like. So if somebody says to you, how many halves are in 3/4? You go, oh, what's the method? What's the method? Just go, think to yourself, how many 5s are in 10? Oh, there's 2, right? 2 5. Yeah, there are 2 5s in 10. So what did I do? How many 5s are in 10? How many 5s are in 10? Okay, I just took this and divided by that. Oh, the answer is, oh, so I'm just going to do the same thing. If it works for that, it'll work for the fractions. So 3/4 divided by 1/2. That's it. That's all you got to do. If something works, a method works, well, then use it. Doesn't matter if it's fractions or decimals or all that jazz. Just do it. So you know how to do dividing a fraction by a fraction, right? The trick is to take this number here and flip it over and then multiply the whole thing. So this is 3/4 times, that's going to be 2/1, right? And you can always, knock down. Let's just pretend like you didn't see that. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 divided by 4 is reduced to 3/2, which is the same thing as that. And there you go. That's all you got to do. Okay. How many 3/4 are in 1/2? You go ahead. Won't you pause it? Give this a whirl. How many 3/4 are in 1/2? If you need to go back one slide and do exactly the same thing as you did just a second ago, go ahead and do it. So go ahead and pause it and do this problem. Okay, so how many 3/4 are in 1/2? You might think, oh, I forgot the method. Well, I don't care. How many 4s are in 8? I just take the 8 and divide by 4. Okay, I'll just take the 1/2 and divide by 3/4. And we know we can just take that and go 1/2 times 4/3. Okay, well, again, you can, I'm going to cancel this time. There goes the 4. There goes the 2. That's going to be a 1, and that'll be a 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 3 is 3. So there we go. So how many 3/4 are in 1/2? The answer is 2/3. There we go. That's all. Okay. In other words, you could go like this. How many 3/4, which is this, right? That's 3/4. How many of those are in 1/2? 2/3 of them. There we go. Okay, let's try another one. A couple of them. I guess we're on practice problems already? Wow, that didn't seem long enough. I think we need to drag this out. No, okay, all right. Go ahead and do the practice problems. They are on page 290. Man, we're almost at page 300. Wow, all right. Let's just go ahead and do all of them. And then, you know what, just do A and B and pause it. So A and B, pause it. All right, to me, way easier to go like this. You, and then, and that's going to be 3, right? If there's nothing down here in the fraction, that means it's a 1. It's not a 0. It's going to be divided by something that's actually doable. So that's just going to be 3, right? Now, if you were to sit here and go, okay, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is, 12. 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, then 2 times 2 is 4, times 5 is 20. 60 divided by 20 is 3. Remember, every fraction is a, yeah, okay. All right, B, same old thing here, but it's tricky. It's tempting to go, oh, look, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, this is gone, hey, it's all gone, hey, let's just, hold on. It's 0, it's nothing. No, it's not 0. What is it? Every single one of those fractions turns into a 1, right? So you're going to go, well, the answer to this is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. That's it. Don't write a 0. It's got to be something, right? Okay. All right. Just pause it and try C and D. Okay. Well, you could look at this, again, if you're a visual learner. This is 3/8, right? I'm gonna chop this into 8 pieces. This, and this. How many of that right there is in 1/2, which is the whole thing, right? So you know the answer is going to be more than 1, right? More than 1 3/8 fits into a 1/2 of a pie, right? So whatever your answer is, better be more than 1. So again, you just do the same thing. How many are in 1/2? You just go, okay, 1/2 divided by 3/8. Or you go, okay, 1/2 times 8/3. And what I would do if I were you is just go ahead and chop here, 1 there, and that's going to be 4 there. 1 times 4 is 4, then times 3, 4 divided by 3. You can leave it at that if you want to, but I think Saxon at this point likes you to say, okay, 4 divided by 3 is 1, and then there's 1/3 left over, and yoink, there we go, okay? And D, how many 1/2s are in 3/8? Well, 3/8, excuse me. Well, you know, that's 3/8. Not quite a half doesn't quite fit into 3/8, so it won't even be 1 time. So your answer is going to be less than 1. But you just do the same thing. In other words, 3/8 divided by 1/2. And you go 3/8 times 2 over 1. I'd go ahead and chop here. 2 goes into 2 1 time. 2 goes into 8 4 times. You know, 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 1 is 4. That's right. I was just making it. Okay. That's it. There we go. Okay. Have a great time with the problem set today. Try to see if you're today, like you're noticing more and more of these problems that you're doing out of these 30, or you're going chop, 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 and they're getting out of the way really quickly. So see if that happens for you. Do a great job with the warm-ups. I'll see you guys next time.